It'd be my pleasure to serve you. Sold! I'll take it. I'll buy from you anytime. You got the right stuff, mister. Phew, had just run out of that. Oh, this is super cool. Just what I needed. Can always use more of those. Bring me more of that. You outdid yourself. That. Great! Those go pretty fast. Can't wait to see you again. So, what'll it be? Aces! I welcome your return business.
Careful. Who do you think? Plants. The gifts from nature that surround you. Don't even notice them. But if they hadn't found a way, you'd surely have noticed their absence.
Found what way?
To survive the pollution we forced upon them. You're such an ignoramus, like most people. He'll be going soon. Don't worry.
The pollution?
Yeah, the chemicals we, people, dropped on them. The chemicals we polluted the soil with.
That's why nothing grows in the earth?
You're not from the city, are you? Yes. The soil is so polluted that nothing can grow in it.
And when you think about it, it is impressive how nature always, finds a way.
It is. It is impressive indeed. People have tried different things. We lacked food, it caused chaos. Starvation brings the worst out in people. But the plants, they're so much better than people. When we were killing each other for the last of the supplies, plants went to seed and just started growing where they could. In a way, nature took back what was taken from her.
Why rooftops?
The soil on the roofs was purer. Must have been the rain that diluted and washed away the chemicals. It rained more frequently back then, but now, when there's less rain, they're going to have to make tough choices again.
What do you mean?
See these crops? Corn, cucumbers, wheat. They need more water than they're getting. We're doing our best to irrigate them, but it's not easy when our own supplies are dwindling. So, less water-demanding species are taking over. Tomatoes, beans, squash. But that creates another problem.
What's that?
They establish deep root systems which can start damaging the structures of buildings. Obviously, that would directly impact our own survival.
So, think it's gonna be us or them?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be them.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby.
Why?
Why what?
Why will you look like an asshole?
Oh, because my new supplier, Edgar, has turned out to be a man of his word, which is very rare these days. And I can't screw up our first transaction. I just can't. And it's all because earlier I accidentally kicked the table leg so hard that I could barely stand. Forget about walking.
Now, let me guess. You'd like me to run an errand for you?
Well, yes. Precisely. Run. And fast. You'd save my ass. And my business.
Well, running is one of my specialties.
Oh, thanks, Hayden.
Don't thank me just yet. Where do you want me to run?
For crow's eggs. Don't laugh. No bullshit. Seriously. The flour arrived as promised, but without you, he won't get the eggs. And he'll think I've swindled him. Won't even give me the chance to explain my injuries either. Can't say that I'd blame him. I wouldn't trust me either. But I know where the nests are. I can mark their locations for you.
And what is he gonna do with crow eggs? Those birds will eat anything, so I imagine their eggs taste like crap.
He wants to make a tree cake for his wife. It's a special cake that you turn on a spit, like lamb, so the heat burns out any impurities in the ingredients. He's angered his wife and wants to apologize to her. She occasionally mentions a tree cake that her grandmother once made. They say it's delicious. Then, will you save my business and Edgar's marriage?
I'll give it a shot. How many crow eggs does he need?
The more the better. Apparently, there are 40 eggs in the original recipe. Of course, those were chicken eggs. Who would eat crow eggs back then, right? Anyway, it's important he gets those eggs, so I don't lose his trust. Trust is priceless. It would be for anyone, right? I thank you in advance. Only Aiden, you know how fragile eggs are. You don't handle them carefully, and, well, the yoke's on you.
Don't trust anyone?
That too. But there's an even more reliable adage. You're slow, you're dead. A night runner told me that years ago. And damn, he was right.
You knew a night runner?
Yeah. Dated him even. But we split up. I couldn't keep up with him. Get it?
Yeah, shit happens.
I mean, have you ever seen a vigilante and a pumpkin farmer form a healthy relationship? Anyway, you're this pilgrim that just came to town, aren't you? I heard that you're a hell of a runner and a climber.
Ooh, guilty, Your Honor.
Well, maybe you can make use of this thing my boyfriend left at my house. A Night Runner's journal. It's got a map of the Night Runner's lethal challenge. He designed it. Man, was he proud. Most just couldn't hack it, breaking their arms and legs all the time. Nothing made the fucker happier.
I'm guessing he was the course champion?
Obviously. And I'm guessing you'd never do half as good as him. But if you look over his sketches, you could certainly learn a lot. He had some badass moves and he documented them all.
So, you're just giving me the journal?
You can have it, but only if you have the guts to challenge and beat the track yourself.
$55. 47.
Wait, what? 55 minus 8 is 47.
Oh, a smart aleck, are ya? Well, for me, that's one jar less, so there you friggin' go. No need to be so pleased with yourself.
You need more jars?
There are no more jars, wise ass. Why do you think I'm sulking over the 8 I lost? The problem with people is that they take things for granted. Things like glass. It's been around for ages, made from a naturally abundant material. Sand. Sand! Add soda ash and limestone, and presto. You have glass. Friggin' simple as that.
Not anymore, it isn't.
You bet. Not with the industry dead and transportation between settlements non-existent.
So, I guess you can't afford to break any more jars.
And that's exactly what my boys have been excelling at lately. Look, I know it's not easy to clamber around the city with jam on your back, but I mean, there has to be someone who can do it without falling and breaking a jar. Or am I asking too much?
It depends on who you ask.
Well, I'll be damned. You're cocky, and you got balls. Jars on the table if you're ready for the challenge.
Come back tomorrow for pastries, friend. Today's batch is all gone.
More people massacred in the tower.
You have a very colorful philosophy.
And yet, I don't have the dyes to match it. I can, however, make beautiful clothes. I'm really quite good at it. Want me to show you? Come here. I only have blue fabric, because this cloth is meant to become uniforms. I can create whole worlds out of fabric, but only a blue world. Now, how would a uniformly blue world make you feel?
So you're a seamstress. What do you make?
Bears. Toys for children. But adults sometimes want to have a teddy bear too now. Perhaps you'd like to have one.
Well, I don't know.
Blue is so noble. And I have come to hate it. Tell me, would you be willing to help me with something?
Do dyes other than blue still exist?
Well, certainly. But only a concoction of crushed berries will do. And ordinary paints. Unlikely.
Okay, how would I get some for you?
The military had a supply used to create secret markings. But then everything ceased to be secret and... well, you know the rest.
So many things fell by the wayside.
Many colors of dye can be found all over, actually. People have told me they've seen containers, but in places too high or too dangerous to reach. I have a map that shows where.
I'll bring him to you.
Well, thank you. But you have to hurry. Some containers have been left in the open too long in the sun, and the dye will be ruined.
Okay, got it.
Please, hurry.
The teachers volunteer their time, you know. Just seeing the look on his face.
This here's the party. You're the one. I'm out of here.
Fucking PKs. They'll get what they deserve.
You see what I see? Something's going down.
No. Is that? I don't like the look of that.
This just seems like a waste of time.
What could that be? Track that down.
There. Over there.
Problems?
Oh, yeah. Big ones. Did you know Amir? A skinny, always grinning teenager? He's dead. I know it's not unusual these days, in a bad way, but I thought this particular boy was classically immortal. And then... Will you help me?
With what? Something Amir used to do?
Yes. He handed out field reports to cadets for their survival training.
What happened to him?
Routine tends to make one inattentive. This boy had been running and jumping across rooftops like a gazelle forever. And then he missed a step. Just once.
Survival training?
Cadets must spend the night outside the security zones, beginning on their own. To keep from exposing them to unnecessary danger, we collect data from our patrols. Amir would deliver these field reports to the cadets. Will you do this in his stead?
I'll do my best.
Thank you, Aiden. The main thing is not to mix up the order, or else the cadets could get into trouble. Drop it in their lockers on your way. They'll check in later. Check the route and distribution sequence on the table. Then hurry. They must receive the most up-to-date field information possible. Godspeed, Aiden.
What you feeling? Ooh, beefy. That's a kick in the pants. Pleasure doing business.
Killian, a former knight, would never have occurred to me, not in a million years.
Ever since I started listening to Three People Preach,
Get over here, guys!
That place is cursed, I tell you. How you doing, pal?
Are you here for the Sparker card?
What are you looking for on Sparker?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, some people are only here for one reason.
Yeah, right now, my head is in a totally different place, and I'm not looking for love.
Good. 'Cause neither am I.
Oh, so, can I buy you a drink?
Well, listen. Would you mind watching my son sometimes? His name's Jacob.
Wait, what?
Wouldn't you like to spend some time with him? 13-year-olds aren't that bad. It's the best age, actually. You could show him some parkour tricks, some combat. You know, Jake could use a father figure.
Wait, hold up. You're on Sparker because you're looking for a babysitter?
He's not a baby. Haven't you been listening? Anyway, I told you I got this job on a farm. So what would you say to a bag of potatoes per hour?
I'm sure you've got a great kid, and hell, I'd even like to help you, but there's just too much going on with me right now, okay?
Sure, Aiden, I get it. Good luck with all that.
Calling for the return of the night run.
Welcome to the dead letter office, punk.
It's a good thing you showed up when you did.
If it weren't for Derek, I wouldn't have made it at all.
Derek? But I thought...
And so did I. It turns out all he wants is to come back to the guild. And killing carriers isn't the way to do it.
Then who's behind all this?
Well, Derek believes it's someone on the inside. I agree.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Driscoll, you gotta come see this.
Jaime. I can't believe it.
He had to be working for someone. He couldn't pull this off on his own.
With personalities like Jack and Derek around, his nice guy routine kept him off everyone's radar.
Aiden, it's Derek. I found Jack. He's dead. Now his killers are too, but I beat a confession from one of them before finishing him off.
What did you learn?
Jaime was working for Waltz.
Waltz is behind this?
Waltz? I didn't see that coming.
Thanks, Derek. Gather Jack's things if you can. I'll be in touch.
Roger that, Pilgrim.
So what is Waltz after? Destroying the carriers to disrupt the network?
Waltz isn't a destroyer. He wants to control the network. He wants our archives all to himself.
I've heard about the Carrier's Bible. Is there more?
A lot more. Maps, other books, vast quantities of intel gathered over the years. Every little detail about the city and the surrounding areas as well.
Waltz is no doubt trying to gather complete information about the city. Maybe about its citizens. He's looking for something and I need to know what. I need to see the archives.
That's information reserved for only the highest ranks of the Carriers Guild. However, you've more than proven yourself. Earned your place among our elite carriers. Come on. Your time has come, Hotshot. Welcome to the top tier of the Carriers Guild ranks. Not bad for a pilgrim. You are officially the elite of the elite. The best of the best of the very best of the guild. Our secrets are now your secrets. To honor this occasion, I have something for you. Congratulations, Hotshot. And to think what you were when you joined. Some snotty-nosed little punk. And what you are now. A carrier. Makes me proud. With your fearless dedication and service, you've earned the right to ask of the rest of us how we can serve you. You get one favor, so ask away. And make it good, Hotshot.
I asked that Derek be reinstated as a carrier. He saved my life, and even as an outcast, had this guild's back. He admits to his mistakes, and I believe he'll work hard to make up for them.
Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. We'll restore Derek immediately.
Thank you.
From now on, treat me like an open book. There is probably a great deal that you'd like to know. Want answers, Hotshot? Now's your chance to ask.
A question for you, Professor.
Meet me in the canteen. If I really am to thank you, I want to do it in person.
So, what's the real story on the Night Runners? Who were they?
Heroes to most. Started out pretty simple. A group of soldiers who became infected during a mission. Now, usually, infection spelled the end of a military career. Too much risk, especially with so many night operations. However, around this time, the military created something called inhibitors. Not only did they prolong the time you could spend in the dark, but also greatly enhanced motor skills and other senses. The downside was the side effects of inhibitors. They kicked the crap out of most people, if they didn't outright kill you. Given a choice, most soldiers took the risk to remain in active duty, and to continue to make a difference in the battle. That's why people consider them heroes. Not just because they did so much to help so many, but because they joined the revolution on the people's behalf. They were the real deal, Aiden.
That's quite a story. So who's this Colonel Williams?
Oh, yes. Colonel Chris Williams, a.k.a. The Butcher.
Ooh, how do you earn that nickname?
If you hadn't just asked me, I'd say you don't want to know. But, since you asked, Williams was the right-hand man of General Pratt, the nominal head of security for the city. I say nominal because it was an open secret that Williams was Pratt's puppet master. Pratt was a nepotism promotion, and of no practical military use. Growing bold, Williams ordered a chemical strike on the city, while Pratt was stuck at the bottom of a whiskey bottle. Unable to cope with the conflict, the responsibility of military command, and really, well, anything not whiskey-related. What happened next is common knowledge. Williams' attack triggered the revolution. With Pratt having abdicated all authority, Williams ordered the military to shoot civilians. Most of the soldiers refused his order, and the end of armed conflict came swiftly. But not before the Colonel and many of his supporters made the dam his personal stronghold. Shortly after that, lucky for him, he took in Waltz.
Wow. The Butcher indeed. Thanks for the information. Can you tell me any more about Major Matt?
Before the revolution, Jack Matt was an undistinguished military major. He made his name by refusing Williams' order to shoot civilians. He managed to get most rank-and-file soldiers to join him and side him with the people and help in their revolution succeed. He's considered by many as not just a hero, but the city's savior. That was then. Now, I hear, he's more and more after personal gain and to help the citizens.
That sounds like he's on a power trip. It's too bad. So, what about this Raynor character?
Character's right. He's responsible for bringing together all the trade unions necessary to get the wall built. This had him mixing with nearly everyone in the city, both the bigwigs and everyday people. He leveraged his role to make himself very, very rich, which made him an unlikely revolutionary leader, but he became one nonetheless. He was ground zero for the rebellion, although his true motivations have never quite been clear. He came out on top in any case, and manages the supply chain for the peacekeepers. He's up there with Matt in influence. He's got exquisite taste, and in the course of his duties, manages to obtain all manner of rare artifacts his people come across. Well, he's become quite the collector.
Sounds like a colorful individual. I'm looking for a girl named Mia. She'd be about my age now. A little younger. Do you know anything about her?
No, I'm afraid not. Anything else you can tell me about her?
Yeah, she was one of Waltz's experimental subjects. No, one of his victims. 15 years ago.
There were more girls. The carriers know of one of them. It was hard to keep that one out of trouble.
Sounds like it could be her.
Maybe. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. She goes by the name of Lawan. She hangs out with Frank, as far as I know.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Can you tell me anything about X-13?
X-13? Interesting. Not quite, but listen to this. Back in the day, the military coded strategic locations around the city with an X and a number. This included sites like water towers, power stations. The higher the number, the more strategically important the location. But I've never heard of any location with a higher designation than X9.
So, what's strategically important about X-13?
Have no idea. But I'll tell you, it's not a place for guys like you and me, lad.
I wonder what it means, then. So, what really brought on the revolution?
It had been building for a while. Under William's direction, the military was increasingly unconcerned with collateral damage or civilian fatalities. The chemical strike was the match that lit the bonfire. The military explanation for the chemical strike was to eliminate the infected in evacuated areas of the city. Fact is, most areas had not been evacuated. Crowds of survivors remained, huddled on roofs, sheltering in place. Citizens, but also undocumented refugees from all over Europe. There was no way to know who was healthy and who was infected. It was a massacre, and half the city's population was wiped out.
Oh my God.
It was a tragedy beyond comprehension. Was Williams that bloodthirsty and cruel? Was the military that disorganized that it didn't know its own evacuation plans? In the end, it doesn't really matter. Death and chaos enveloped the city, and those who survived had had enough. And so, as people have done throughout the ages, they rose up in revolution.
I hardly know what to say. This has been quite an education. Thanks, Professor.
No problem, kiddo. Wish more of my carriers were as curious as you.
When I was young, I did everything different. Hey, hit it hard. It'll go faster.
Doesn't the sound of a shovel
Get back down.
Thanks, Aiden. You don't know what being back in the guild means to me.
Don't thank me. You proved yourself.
Maybe, but you made it happen. Here, take this.
What's that?
A little toy I whipped up for myself. I want you to have it. I call it Deliverance. And it's yours.
Holy shit. Look at this. Thanks, man.
Use it in good health. Or I'll find your corpse and steal it back, Pil. Aiden.
Roger that. You take care, Derek.
Inhibitor container detected.
Until today,
Browse and
I thought our
buy.
chances
It's the
against
name of the
renegades were
game.
pretty good.
Won't want to
But
mess with
now,
you.
I'm not so sure.
Got a license for that? Just kidding. Better see you back here.
Lucky it didn't hit us.
Can I
ask for a favor? Am I? Listen to this. Let's go.
Hey, Kyra.
Any new dog tags?
I've been running around a little, but here it is. Bartez's dog tag.
Thank you on behalf of her husband. You deserve something. Pilgrim, I don't know how to thank you. The brothers from Squad 404 are reunited. Almost everyone. Thank you.
Almost. I thought
No, forget it.
Now, is there anyone else?
Don't waste your time. We've already looked for him.
Kyra, you said yourself that we mustn't forget.
One more dog tag is missing. My Leon's. The PK searched everywhere in the VNC tower, but they didn't find Leon's dog tag. Nor his body.
I was the last one to see him there. I'll try to look for him.
Really? Will you do that for me?
For you and for myself. I was with Leon then.
Until today, I thought our chances against renegades were pretty good. But now, I'm not so sure.
Kyra.
What do you need, Pilgrim?
Bartez saved Chris's life without hesitating.
Yes. Chris owed her extra time in this world. Bartez was one of many women in our ranks, but one of the few that could kill a dozen infected all by herself.
I have Brosco's and Adam's dog tags.
Here. This is a little something for you. Pilgrim, I don't know how to thank you. The brothers from Squad 404 are reunited. Almost everyone. Thank you.
Almost. I thought
No, forget it.
Now, is there anyone else?
Don't waste your time. We've already looked for him.
Kyra, you said yourself that we mustn't forget.
One more dog tag is missing. My Leon's. The PK searched everywhere in the VNC tower, but they didn't find Leon's dog tag. Nor his body.
I was the last one to see him there. I'll try to look for him.
Really? Will you do that for me?
For you and for myself. I was with Leon then. Hey, Kyra.
What do you need, Pilgrim?
From what I heard, Brosco was Sierra's actual brother, right?
Yes. They were inseparable. After Sierra died, Brosco became hot-headed. He'd take on the most difficult tasks, as if he was provoking death. The day I had to tell their mother that he was gone too. That was one of the hardest days of my life.
I found the dog tags of Sierra, Little Ron, and Kitty.
Thank you, Pilgrim. This is for you. Pilgrim, I don't know how to thank you. The brothers from Squad 404 are reunited. Almost everyone. Thank you.
Almost. I thought it...
No, forget it.
Now, is there anyone else?
Don't waste your time. We've already looked for him.
Kyra, you said yourself that we mustn't forget.
One more dog tag is missing. My Leon's. The PK searched everywhere in the VNC tower, but they didn't find Leon's dog tag. Nor his body.
I was the last one to see him there. I'll try to look for him.
Really? Will you do that for me?
For you and for myself. I was with Leon then.
Done it again, Aiden. As I expected you would. What have you brought? H.G. Wells was a master of science fiction, in part because he knew his science. It wasn't humanity that prevailed over the Martians, but germs. Germs, man. Can you believe it? So simple, yet so small. Would that our plight were suddenly resolved in that way. Kipling's The Jungle Book has an underlying theme of abandonment, followed by themes of adoption and nurturing. Oh, how so many today feel abandonment. Hopefully, nurturing souls remain. What am I saying? Of course they do. You are one such soul. It's beautiful, Aiden. This collection, I know you think me a fool. But I am moved. Thank you for this gift. This gift to me. This gift to the world.
There you are, dear Aiden. I've missed you.
Likewise, Thalia.
Albert seems pleased with today's haul. H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, huh? You know, every day I wonder, are we at war?
Who, us? Wait, did I say something wrong?
Oh, Aiden, that was so cute. No, we're good. I was referring to the world around us. Is that in a state of war?
Oh, right. The world. Oh, we're at war, all right, believe me. And not just one. A lot. Everyone seems to be at each other's throats for one reason or another.
Sounds like you're talking about the infected.
Some days, it's hard to tell who's more dangerous. The infected, or regular people.
How distressing, Aiden. But quite an insight. Here's what you need. Till next time?
Yeah, till next time, Thalia.
Look no further. You name it, it's yours. Man, you sure are stocking up. That'll do you some good. No lying, you done good. Did you come to the right place or what?
Heard some of the butcher's men have developed a taste. Do anything wrong. You see your first timer and you think nobody here gives a shit.
While I was behind bars, I could be queen of the
If something pisses Matt off,
Some miracle worker must have put a curse on me. Can I ask for a favor?
can't tell you how thankful I am. Here, take this.
Please release me. No.
Should have pushed him. He didn't look like anything special. Then all of a sudden, he looks pent and tries to give me a bag of crystals to let him go.
Them into a powder and then snort it to boost their immune systems.
The last time I saw Leon, it was in this place. Maybe I can find the trace. There's blood everywhere. Wait, did he crawl? There's more blood. What's this? Did he get up and start walking? Shit. I had a feeling it would end like this. Sorry, Leon. I probably shouldn't tell Kyra how he went.
Raynor's men got a huge order for lamps from Matt. Maybe they'll finally like the streets.
I haven't seen him on that pissed in forever. You know what ticked him off? Like he wants to be in charge.
Didn't you listen to the briefing?
wearing a pendant as well? Keep
Yes, a crystal
chances against renegades were pretty good. But now...
Kyra, I did it.
I don't know how to... Tell me what you found. Did he suffer a lot?
I found him, at peace. I think he died quickly.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Thank you. You can take everything away from a person, but the memory of a loved one is invaluable. What a relief. Until now, I felt like an uprooted tree. Here. I kept this recording hidden. Only friends of the squad know about it. I think if the guys were alive, they would agree that that's what you are too. Maybe I should start teaching about the history of the 404s.
Don't want my name ending up in some memorial down in the streets.
Everything I sell comes with an ironclad guarantee. That's what I call some nice booty. Come back for more ship-shape value.
To get myself a new weapon in the armory. This one was worn out.
No one outsmarts the peacekeepers!
Remember inviting you here, asshole.
Inhibitor container detected.
What has a beard, rectangular pupils, 4 stomachs, and can...
Come on, man. What kind of absurd question is that?
There's nothing absurd about it. The answer is a goat. Although some people say Colonel Williams can climb trees and at night turns into a bat. But we are here to talk about goats, those wonderful, sweet companions of men and humanity's only chance to survive.
Wait, what? Goats?
It's true. People underestimate their tremendous abilities. Do you want to know more?
Okay, let's talk about goats then.
Great! Here we go! First, I need to determine if you are worthy to know the secret of the goats.
The secret of the goats.
Do you know which type of infecteds goats are most afraid of?
Are you serious?
Serious as the plague. Come on. It's basic knowledge. Which type of infecteds are goats most afraid of?
Bolters, obviously.
Wrong. The correct answer? Goats are not afraid of anything. Nothing scares them. They're fucking fearless. That was a trick question, so I'm giving you another chance. There is a well-known abbreviation, G-O-A-T. What does it mean?
This is a weird test.
Fear not, you're doing well. So what does G-O-A-T mean? It means goats own all territories. Couldn't be nothing else. Let's go with another question. How long does the average domestic goat live?
$12 to 15 years, I reckon.
Yes. Unfortunately, goats are not immortal. What's interesting is that a wild goat's lifespan is shorter, a maximum of 10 years. The conclusion? Human company extends the life of goats. Those cuddle muffins just love us. Now, let's see how much do you know about our city. How many goats are there in the Velador Crest?
Well, my answer is 2.
Yes! 2 beautiful, proud goats, white and brown. They have been guarding our city for centuries. I mentioned that a goat has 4 stomachs. Do you know what they help to digest?
Grass and hay.
Yes! What a pity people don't have 4 stomachs. Although, to be absolutely precise, the goat has 1 stomach with 4 chambers, each one playing a different role in the digestion process. Okay, now, let's really get into it. This is a fascinating one, although, aren't they all? Rectangular pupils are one of the most interesting characteristics of goats. But what purpose do they serve?
They provide a wider angle of vision.
Yes! Square pupils give goats a far wider range of vision than people and other animals with round pupils. Goats can see a range from 320 to 340 degrees. It's really astonishing. Do I sense impatience, my young friend? Matter of fact, I had a few dozen other questions about the mightiest animal on this planet, but I guess I'll just cut to the chase now. For many years, goats served on ships. They provided milk so that other products could be made from it. Why goats and not cows?
Goats are smaller and take up less room.
Yes! They also weigh far less, up to 120 kilograms. Cows weigh up to 1,200 kilograms. Okay, now I will let you in on the secret and why goats hold the key to human survival.
What?
On top of all the fascinating facts I opened your eyes to, did you know that goats are so amazing they can literally eat anything? Grass, leaves, roots, but also fabric, rubber, and even plastic. It's fantastic!
Why does that sound familiar?
Add to that, a single goat can produce 2,000 kilograms of delicious, nutritious milk during a 10-month-long lactation period. You see where I'm going with this?
To somewhere I'd rather not follow.
What if we built an ark, you and I, filled it with a few people, 100 goats, and pretty much anything we could find. We could literally sail forever without starving until we find a place spared by the virus.
Here's the real revelation. You're bonkers.
Oh, people have said that about visionaries throughout history. It will be a momentous day for us both. Take this as a thank you for truly appreciating goats. Farewell now.
Container detected.
Sure.